AOV, or average order value. 10 different hacks. It's going to be massively increasing your average order value no matter what industry you're in. Pretty practical presentation I got for you right here. Goal nugget number 4 is to highlight bundle options on collection pages. So what you can see here is that the first image is replaced 100%, and instead it shows you what bundle options you have. This is so powerful. So consider implementing this on all your collection pages if you're selling products that go really well in bundles. That would just be an easy AOV increase. Another one here on your PDPs, you should always have bundles. You can do that in all different types of ways. So you could imagine this banner could be displayed here in a nice, beautiful way, and then people will mix and match different products in order to get those nice discounts. So set that up on your collection pages. That is something no one does. And on your product pages, we see that a lot, but often it's very far down. You want to put it right under that cart button if you can. So gold nugget number 6 is to create bigger bundles for your product range. I'll just show you an example right here. Immediately, it's easy to understand that this brand Bombas, they're selling products for 16 bucks, but immediately they want you to consider bundles. And a lot of people are only showing the bundles when you click on the one time this product here, and then you can see it. But it's way higher conversion rate to do a ton of bundles. So on your collection pages, you will see a lot of bundles where you eliminate the hesitations, because you don't have to pick the color, you just have to pick the size and that's it. So you pre-select colors for them. And that's a massive boost. It takes a bit more work, but if you're selling something with low AOV, this is an absolute game changer, honestly. Goal nugget number 7 is to build an emotional connection with your clients before you ask for money. So we've had different examples. Here is a landing page we did for a client where we did a very emotional, deep connection with the customers. So they see this. We buy the traffic from Meta and they see this before they see the actual product. And this is a personal story from the founder of her experience with the product and why she invented it and so forth. It's meant to trigger a bond between the potential customer and the founder to make them feel like they're in the same shoes, that she understands the issues they have with their shampoos and so forth. This is so powerful. The kind of results you can see from this is usually a 10 to 15% lift in AOV. This is very pessimistic. You can get way higher than that, but that's what we've seen from most clients. And the way you would do it is you run your ads to an advertorial and then to a powerful landing page where the product is presented with a lot of social proof and all that stuff. And then you want to set up email flows, you want to set up remarketing, obviously, to support my thesis of creating this emotional connection. But if you do that throughout your funnel, so if you do that through your ads, your remarketing, your email flows, you're just going to see such a powerful lift. And it's very underutilized because people are only thinking about it maybe here, but they're forgetting about it everywhere else in their funnel. I have another example here where we also just did that just with a nail brand. So just wanted to highlight, like, it doesn't limit itself to one industry. This is something you can do for basically most industries as well. Let's go a little bit further. Go to nugget number 8, which is where you build a segmented goal/outcome email list and write powerful content that, basically builds trust, connection, credibility. So you know how you see that 10% off pop up immediately when you land on a website? It's just super annoying. And I would definitely advise to never do that because no one wants it. They're not even hooked on the product yet. So don't even give them a discount code. Instead, what you should be doing if you want to be aggressive about a pop-up appearing quite fast is you should be asking them what goal they have, what are their problems. So in this case, we're looking to understand a little bit about what issue they're having. So let's say I'm having an issue with my immunity. Basically, if they click that, we will now know so much about them. Based on this cookie trigger, I could completely redesign the page now to basically fit the fact that I know they're looking to boost their immunity. In this case, also, we could send them a discount code that specifically is offered after we know their goal, and we could send it to their email. But now what we can do is in our email flows, we can 100% tailor the content to immunity, to the fact that she wants to boost immunity. So that could be powerful customer stories. It could be the products, the benefits, how they work, how they're superior, comparisons, and so forth. But no one is doing that. They're just asking for 10% off, and it's just not going to make a difference. The bottom line here is that we saw a 24.3% higher AOV for people that are buying through automated flows with over 10 emails passed over 2 months, where it's 100% goal oriented. So we know what they want. We send them content that makes them feel like we're the right choice for them. And that is such a superior way of collecting emails. First of all, you're going to get way more. Second of all, you're going to get way more that buy, and they're going to be spending more, because it kind of goes hand in hand with this kind of content up here. Is you're sending this kind of content and your copywriting is sort of S tier, then you're going to see that people really identify with your brand and your products, and they're going to be buying from you. Some key lessons from this is the pop-up can be aggressive when you do it this way. You want to ask people about their main goals or their main problems. You can go either way, it doesn't matter. You want to start email flow immediately, send an email per week or 2. The content has to be the best of the best. And you want to have CTAs back onto your website where the products about immunity, for example, is presented. And one thing you can do really well is do a custom landing page where the whole universe on that page is about, for example, immunity or slimming down. So it's showing you different products and how they work together, instead of just a cold collection page with 5 products that doesn't really invite them to begin their journey towards boosting immunity. So this is extremely powerful. No one is doing it as well. Goal nugget number 9 is relevant upsells. This one is pretty easy, but I see so many upsells that are so bad. They have no meaning. They're just not relevant. That's the problem. They're not relevant upsells. So I'll give you an example of how to do it. And let me zoom in so you can see a bit more. Here we can see that all the dresses are solid colors, right? And here we can see all the products have a pattern. And this is something the AI can easily identify today. So when you have someone looking for solid colored dress, show her more in the same style instead of showing her, for example, these dresses that are totally off compared to them. Like, there's a high chance she will buy one of these, and likely also, if this was the product you were browsing, you're way more likely to look at these products as alternative solutions or alternative products you want to buy as well. So this is something I'm seeing lacking severely on all e-commerce experiences. It has something to do with the fact that you're setting up some app and it's not good enough. So you definitely need to do better here. You also need to consider setting it up, or not even consider, you need to set it up on cart, you need to set it up on checkout, and in my opinion also on thank you pages if your brand can sustain it. So on the cart, you also want to have relevant upsells, and you have to use that kind of smart AI that understands what is relevant for whatever you have in the cart. Same in the checkout. And always give a discount if you want a lot of people to opt into it. But if you don't give a discount, you can still sell some just by showing extremely relevant upsells. So definitely something you want to set up, and it's not being done well. I like to use data, so I like to use apps that show me exactly how much is, conversion rate I'm getting from it, how many add to carts, how much AOV I'm adding from my upsells and all that stuff. You can utilize these 2 apps. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. We just use them for our clients, and they're really good. They actually have decent AI in there. So let me show the last one. I saved the best for last, which is the quizzes. And quizzes are typically done very poorly. So you might have said, oh, I've done the quizzes, it doesn't work. I'll show you the way to do it correctly. That actually makes a massive difference. And the reason why it works so well is it eliminates dilemma, increases confidence in the product recommendations. And the one big reason I see all the time for low conversion rate is that you have a lot of things that are vague, which means, or just hard to understand. So people are not sure what to pick or if it's the right option for them. So increasing confidence and eliminating dilemma is going to be very powerful in increasing the conversion rate, but also AOV. So let me introduce you to Jones Road. If you don't know them already, they're one of the biggest makeup brands in the world, and they have an excellent quiz which you can look at yourself. So if you're looking for foundation, one of the biggest issues and dilemmas is you don't know what shade or what color to pick. And the reason why women are having a difficult time with that is because there's a billion different skin tones and complexities that makes it very hard to match the foundation with your skin. So to eliminate that massive dilemma, they basically show you the quiz and ask you to pick which color is more appropriate to you, and then you pick one. And actually when you pick one, you're then introduced to the one you picked and then the 2 next to you as well. That way you can see them in a bigger image. They will basically be zoomed in so you can really see the color, and that's a really cool way to double down, make sure you have the right foundation here. The next questions they ask is what kind of issues you're having. This also gives them a lot of data so they can do remarketing and SMS and tailor what products you see in the future. Because if you're having issues with, let's say, redness. It might also mean, and they will know this better than me, that you have certain allergic reactions, and everything in the future should be tailored to the fact that you have issues with redness. The second thing they're asking is what kind of skin type you have, if it's dry. And if it's dry, you can imagine that all makeup they will sell you in the future will be affected by your decision in this quiz. So even if you don't buy anything now, they might be able to get you later on because they're holding on and utilizing that data to the fullest extent. And then finally, at the end, there's a bunch more questions, but I didn't want to show you everything. Then they ask for the email where you can now get your personalized recommendations. But the powerful thing is this button here. You can skip it because a lot of people, they are just so allergic to email marketing. They don't want to subscribe. And if they don't want to, you still want to catch them. And those people can be caught. What I would have liked to have seen here is that on the first order, you get product samples if you subscribe. So then there's some kind of flow that if you subscribe, you can put something in your cart and you get like a bunch of makeup samples. Everybody loves it, and that would be a way to get more opt-ins. But the skip button is key here, and I bet you're not doing that. And you have to remember, you want them to finish the quiz, and you want them to buy a product. And this is a massive conversion improvement. If you go a little bit further as well, we've seen, a 35% higher conversion rate, and a 10 to 40% is a massive range in terms of AOV. And the reason why the range is so big is because some brands don't want to upsell a bundle at the end, but if you do, you can really get really good results. The reason why it also differs is because some brands, they see it working, they're sending a lot of their traffic and they're highlighting the quiz on every page, and other brands don't really highlight it so well. The key thing is on the result page, as you can see here, you are basically seeing, obviously, first of all, you're seeing the results here. You can see the actual choices you made. This had a big conversion boost in a lot of the tests we did. And then you can see the product, which is now completely tailored to your choices in terms of the color, your skin concerns, and your skin type. And this makes your confidence in buying the product 300% higher. And the conversion rate is definitely going to increase as well. The big thing here, what you can do is like you see this, and then there's a little bit of copy and text. But then further down, you can see an upsell where you can put in all your products. So you got your pencils, you got your mascara, and you got your balm as well, which is powerful because all these, you now know what shades to pick, and you have so much more confidence that this is the right product. So key lessons for the quiz in the end. Octane AI has been the biggest quiz maker that we've been using. The reason why it works so well is that you can customize and make it look damn good, just like a Jones Road here. The other thing that I really like is with Octane, you can make it a really, really powerful quiz. And if you just make it those stupid marketing quizzes that offer no insight and collect the email, then you're not going to see the results. So you definitely need to make it useful. That's the key word here if you want to succeed. Don't make them too long as well. I would say like 3 to 5 questions is ideal, because anything above that, you're going to see a big drop off. Show them how far they are in the quiz. So you could show them like the 5 steps so they know why it's important that you're asking them 5 questions. You want to show the quiz results on the page and then a product and an upsell. This is how you really do it. We have even seen some very powerful examples where you got your result page and under that a video loads that explains how to apply the product and what other things to consider. And then what they did was whenever it is this product, a video loads, and then if it's a mascara, another video loads. So they have one video per type of product, and that will just boost your conversion rate even further. And that's something you can definitely think about as well. So I just wanted to show you the quiz is extremely powerful. It will offer a much better experience to shop, and with Octane AI it can be really, really easy to set up. Again, not affiliated with them at all, but I just think it's one of the stronger ones. But you can Google and there's tons of other options if you don't want to use them for some reason. So anyway guys, this was my 10 tips on how to increase conversion rate and AOV. Definitely AOV was probably the main focus, but the funny thing is when you increase your AOV through the things I suggest here, the loyalty program, the quiz, you're going to increase your conversion rate as well. So hopefully this was useful. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me, DM me on Instagram, reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm always there to help. And yeah, hopefully this was useful. Talk soon.